Hi, welcome to the third video in our Mind Game series. Today we are looking at the belief that contentment is a virtue. There are three ways that I can see us understanding contentment as a virtue. So I want to look at all three and then tell you why they're wrong. The first way I can understand us seeing contentment as a virtue is that we typically view things from the perspective of the mental energy field. So the mental energy field views the world as finite and resources are limited. So that means we have to take the resources we have and somehow divide them in a way that's equitable and fair so that everybody has enough to live. Now, from the perspective of the individual, that tells me that I need to make peace with the amount of resources I have because that's how everyone gets enough, and that's my part of the social contract. Now, this is not true because as human beings, we have access to more than the mental energy field. We have access to the spiritual energy field, which is much bigger. And inside of that field, we have access to unlimited creative potential. That tells us that if we accept the role of creator in our world, we are able to make new abundance and new wealth by virtue of our connection to that spiritual energy field. That means not only are our lives expanding, but we're creating expansion for everyone around us. So if the purpose of the social contract is to make sure that everybody has enough, we fulfill that much more powerfully by accepting our role as creators and actually generating more abundance than in just trying to be content with the limited amount we've been given. Now, the second way I can see contentment being considered a virtue is what happens when you stop being content. You start feeling desire. And desire, when it's aligned with the mental energy field, can only result in competition. If I want more stuff, I have to take it from you. And then I have to protect my stuff because you might take it back from me. And so I start hoarding my wealth and I build up these walls. And now I'm participating in the vice of avarice, which is a violation of my relationship to the world and my relationship to other people. So looking at that situation, it would be easy to say, well, obviously contentment is the virtue and desire is the vice. But that is only true when desire is attached to the mental energy field. When we use desire to connect us to the spiritual energy field, it becomes a lightning rod that draws in new energy, new power, and again, manifests and expands the current wealth, the current availability of resources in the world. Desire is the intention we have to create, to make something new, to expand and explore. And when we do that, we not only make our lives bigger, but again, we're not being competitive. We're creating something completely new. It enhances our relationship with others and with the world around us. So the third way I can see contentment be considered a virtue is that I think oftentimes we confuse contentment with gratitude. So gratitude is the ability to look at our world and look at our lives and see the good things we have and to feel happy for those things and to focus on those things as a way of balancing us out from focusing on what's not going well. So when we're able to experience gratitude, we find our hearts lifted and our energy is lifted, and we're really able to enjoy our world. And that enjoyment of gratitude actually is naturally expansive. As we enjoy our blessings, more blessings are able to flow in. So that on its own is a creative energy. Now, contentment looks something like gratitude because in contentment, we do try to focus on what's going well and what we appreciate, but we're doing so with the idea of a cap on it. I appreciate what I have and that's enough. Gratitude on its own does not do that. It just opens further and further for more and more expansion. So gratitude is part of the creative energy that moves us forward, as is desire. So I believe as human beings, we're sort of already aligned for desire and expansion. It's part of how we move into the world. Our bodies show a constant desire for expansion. When we heal from things, when we are restored from sickness, when we grow from a baby to an adult, all of that is the body not being content, right? It's not agreeing with what is, it's making something new. And since our bodies are so closely connected to our spiritual energy field, they communicate to us the intention and the desire of the spiritual energy field, which is to not only manifest health and renewal in our bodies, but to then bring that into the world around us and to make the world a bigger, better, more expansive place. And from my perspective, obviously, I see desire and gratitude as the virtues, and contentment is as working against those virtues. So that is my suggestion today. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are and what your perspective is, and have the conversation about whether you think contentment is a virtue. And I hope you join me next week for my final video in this mind game series, in which we look at the belief that self-care is selfish. Talk to you then.